everyone! So today we are going to be talking about the question that you guys have been asking me all the time, and also I promised to some of you that I'm going to be talking about these subjects, and that would be causes of hair thinning, bald spots, and receding hairline. Now I did some research for you all. This is actually an updated version of the video that I made before on how to deal with hair loss. Okay, so let's get started. There are a lot of reasons why your hair is falling or is thinning out, or if you have been developing some bald spots. So I'm going to tackle the potential causes here so you can actually reevaluate yourself. So hopefully this is going to be helpful. So the first one is hereditary. And usually when it comes to hereditary, it can be an androgenetic alopecia, also known as a female pattern baldness or male pattern baldness, meaning this occurs when the hair follicles shed and the hair that replaces it is thinner and finer than what was there previously. The hair follicles continue to shrink and eventually the hair stops growing altogether. However, contrary to popular belief, hereditary hair loss is not inherited from the maternal side. It can be passed down either from the mother's or the father's genes, but it is more likely to occur if both parents have this issue. And also with alopecia, hair thins mainly on the top or the crown of the scalp, and it usually starts with a widening through the center part of the hair. Now the front line hair remains unaffected except for normal recessions, which happen to everyone as time passes. So that's about it with alopecia. Now if you're dealing with alopecia, I think it's really great to visit your doctor or your dermatologist, just because they can give you a solution to making your hair grow back again. And also if you are in the process of growing your hair back from alopecia, if you want to cover up those bald spots or those receding areas, now you can actually use this Go Fiber. Now Go Fiber is a hair fiber that kind of mimics your hair, so you can just put this on the receding areas or receding hairlines or the bald spots and it will cover that up. I actually made a video last year about this, so if you guys want to see, I'm actually gonna flash the before and after of what the Go Fiber can do. So if you guys are ever interested, I'm gonna link that video down below because I explained more there. So the second one is malnutrition. Now if you lack essential nutrients in your body, there's a potential that you will have excessive hair fall, especially if you lack B12 or iron. Now there's a link to hair loss and iron deficiency. If you guys wanted an in-depth information of that, I'm also going to link a video down below as well. Also vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin C, and the list really goes on and on. And also if you're not eating right, if you are eating junk foods all the time, then you're not really properly nourishing your body. So as a result, of course, it would just definitely reflect on your body and on your hair, and especially on your hair growth. And the third one is stress. Now, if you are in stress, sometimes it can push you into a telogen stage. Now, in telogen effluvium, significant stress pushes large numbers of hair follicles into a resting phase within a few months, and affected hairs might fall out suddenly when simply combing or washing or brushing your hair. If you get your stress under control, your hair might grow back. So there's always a potential that your hair can grow back if it was caused by stress. And number 4 is medication. Now medication can lead to 2 types of hair loss, and that would be telogen effluvium and anagen effluvium. Now telogen effluvium is the most common form of drug-induced hair loss. It appears within 2 to 4 months after taking the drug. Now this condition causes the hair follicles to go into their resting phase and fall out too early. Now the anagen effluvium is a hair loss that occurs during the anagen phase of the hair cycle when the hairs are actively growing. It prevents the matrix cell, which produces new hair, from dividing normally. Now this type of hair loss usually occurs within a few days to weeks after taking the medication. It is most common to people who are taking chemotherapy drugs for cancer. I've also researched the types of medications that can cause hair loss. Now here are all the things. So the first one here is an acne medication containing vitamin A or retinoids. Number 2 is antibiotics and antifungal drugs. Number 3 is antidepressants, birth control pills, anti-clotting drugs, cholesterol lowering drugs, drugs that suppresses the immune system, high blood pressure medications, hormone replacement therapy, and thyroid medication. And number 5 is health related issues, especially as I've said, If you have any thyroid problems, that usually is the cause of hair loss. That's why it's very important, you know, to get your thyroid checked. Now, last year, I had my thyroid checked. It was actually recommended by my doctor because of my hormonal imbalance. When I got my thyroid checked, thankfully, thank the Lord, my thyroid is doing good. So thank the Lord for that. And also, if you are anemic, there's a potential that you can experience hair loss. So that's why it's also good to get your iron levels checked. And number 6 is actually hormonal changes. Now, if a woman goes through menopause, there's a potential that you can experience excessive hair loss or excessive hair fall. Or either if you just gave birth. It actually happened to my sister. After she gave birth to my niece, she experienced hair loss, especially like in here on the front part of her head. And she was kind of worried about it. It happened 2 months after she gave birth, but now her hair started growing back again. So now let's talk about receding hair or receding hairline, because a lot of you have been asking me. Receding hairline in women, otherwise known as frontal fibrosing alopecia, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but can be seen as a condition whereas a woman's hairline recedes in some extreme cases for up to 5 inches. It mostly affects all around the scalp, forming a band-like pattern of hair loss. Now, usually with this, as I've said, this also links to hormonal changes, because I've actually researched its causes, and it says here that this causes by hormonal imbalances. This particularly vivid during pregnancy, ovarian tumors, adrenal gland tumors, alopecia areata, excessive processing of hair, excessive pulling of hair, infectious diseases such as eczema, acne, and fungal infections, trauma, especially burns on your hairline. Low levels of estrogen has been found to accelerate the problem. High testosterone, or DHEA, or if you're taking birth control pills. So yep, that's it. There are a lot of medications out there. I can't speak too much of them just because I personally haven't tried them or see them in action that they really do work. But, you know, if I ever in the future have an opportunity to, you know, review a product, I would gladly show it here on my channel. So you can actually do your research if you really want to get medicated on this area. But if you just want to cover it up for a while, using actually Go Fiber is really handy for you to use as of the moment, especially if you are not willing to, you know, go and splurge and invest on those expensive medications. So that is it for now. Let me know in the comments down below what more hair talk or what more hair issues you'd like me to talk about. And also please give this video a thumbs up if you want more videos like this, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!